live, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully everybody can hear me out there.
In the universe.
Everybody in the universe. We're gonna need
multiverse.
Blaze just disappeared, but we gonna need a moment
in the metaverse.
In the metaverse, everybody in the metaverse. But we gonna need a
multi?
moment. Yeah, you said multi or meta, one of the two. But we're gonna need a moment of silence, gentlemen. Just give me 1 second. I had to end it abruptly, but we bake. We back, listeners. We back with another episode of Unlabeled the Podcast. I got my good friend Kendall Washington in the building. How you feeling this week, brother?
Feeling good, feeling great. How about yourself?
I'm doing absolutely fantabulous.
Feel it.
Fantabulous. I also got my good friend Sydney Blaze in the building. How you feeling this week, brother?
Yeah, I'm doing good, bro.
You doing good?
We outside.
We outside. I also got my good brother Montre Brown in the building. How you feeling, Montre Brown?
Oh, bless, man. Just glad to be on here, man. That's all.
Hold on, let me change that. CEO Brown. How you feeling, CEO Brown?
Thank you. Executive CEO.
Executive CEO Brown.
Yeah.
Oh,
I got to put some respect on it. God did.
God did.
Hey, man. But we back. We got a pretty lengthy docket for y'all this week, but I had to start it off right with church. It's only due respect, man. First thing on the docket, though, I want to discuss is verses that broke the internet, because this one has seemed to made the internet completely collapse. What was y'all first impressions of this whole verse? I'll let any one of y'all start first.
Ho did what he's supposed to do, what he known for doing, but I just think the it was way longer than anybody anticipated, and he had Ross and Wayne on there. They both went crazy. Then he just go in there and did what he did.
Yeah.
He that dude.
He is him, huh?
Yeah, he could honestly did that song by himself.
Absolutely.
It completely made, because Ross and Wayne had good verses. It completely make you just forget about those verses.
Wayne went crazy. Wayne went crazy too. Wayne went crazy. But Jay-Z equals go. Sean Carter.
Listen, man. Kendall, what was your first impressions? Because I think you're the one who didn't offer an opinion yet.
No, that's what I was saying. I just kind of felt like Jay-Z should have just did it by himself. There really was no need for Ross or Lil Wayne. They did good. Yeah. They did a great job.
Yeah, Lil Wayne.
Like they said, Jay-Z 78 years old,
still rapping,
still better than everybody else.
Still better than everybody else.
That's a fact.
Listen, the dope part to me was we've been waiting. DJ Khaled has promised almost every album that he's got the best song with Jay-Z, like the song with Jay-Z and Nas, Under Delivered to Me, the song with Jay-Z and Future. I took the top off the Maybach, that joint, that Under Delivered to Me. This time he said it and he actually delivered, man. I can't believe we actually got a good DJ Khaled song featuring Jay-Z.
Somebody pissed Jay off that day.
Yeah, somebody definitely pissed him off. But he said
to let niggas know.
Yeah, he said everything he needed to say in that verse, though. I think
he got it all out. He responded.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and like I said, we seldom do we get a peek inside of the introspective Jay-Z when he talks about his friend circle and how they contributed to his growth and everything like that. Seldom do we see that, you know what I mean? And seldom is it actually accomplished in the Black community as far as art that one person, everybody rallying behind that one person. That's the most talented person in that group and achieving greatness. And Jay-Z's had that backing from his close friends this entire time, and he just let it be known in that song. If y'all really listen to the lyrics, definitely check out that joint. Keith Moss, definitely come back after you check out that joint because it's fire, man. Sit there and absorb them lyrics though, because it's a lot deeper than surface level. It's a lot of double entendres and everything in there, man. But incredible song. I'm glad that I'm thoroughly happy that DJ Khaled delivered. And we not even
I didn't even listen to the rest of the album, so.
Hey, me neither.
Yeah,
I heard right.
Let me
run this back one more time.
I'm gonna be honest with you. It's not worth listening to. It's a DJ Khaled album. You're gonna have them couple tracks on there. The album in its entirety is mid, super mid.
He ruins every song with just himself being on it.
All right, hilarious. I will give him this though. He usually does have some stellar, at least one song in there where it's damn, he came in like Kendrick and Big Sean. Where you damn, I didn't expect them to do that. So I at least give him that. But you're right. I'm definitely not a Khaled fan.
God did.
Yeah, and we not gonna sleep on Wayne verse. Like I thought Ross.
Well, that was a good verse.
Yeah, I thought Ross could have did better, but Wayne smoked that joint, bro.
He definitely did.
Absolutely.
Wayne said, He basically said, "I'm the antithesis. I've created all of y'all. All of y'all are copying me." He
he the apex.
The apex.
He's
That's
absolutely
what I'm saying.
correct about that.
100%. He said long dreads, face tats, like all that, dog. Like and man, just brilliant, bro. Brilliant. I can't even quote it, man. Wayne is absolutely brilliant.
Hey, but Wayne been doing this for a couple years now, low key.
Oh yeah,
like he ain't
missed. It's been. I swear
he's been killing shit for a minute.
Wayne been doing this since before the pandemic. Me and Justin has talked about this on several occasions. Like he loses his mind on every feature he's been on for like at least the last 5 years. I can count. Yeah. I think people, because he's Wayne, we don't really pay him as much attention as we should. But he's been bodying it, and I've said that before on this pod. For at least pre-pandemic, man, for at least the last 5 years, Wayne has been killing every feature that he's been on. And it started with Big Sean.
Yeah, I agree.
Man, but anyway, like I said, that mid DJ Khaled album. But that definitely was verse of the year though so far. Like we ain't there yet. I'm just curious to see which rapper who is going to try to come and top that, because somebody else gonna give us another 3-minute verse and it ain't gonna be as good as that.
No, it's not.
We got a few months
left. He went into his own.
Coming up. Everybody about
he went into his own, bro.
All right, dog. Justin is ribbing. He said, "Of course you can't relate to something that has something to do with hair." I'm gonna kick you out. I'm gonna kick you out the chat, Justin. You want to rib? I'm trying to pod over here, and you want to rib.
I'm gonna kick him out the chat.
Kick him out the chat, dog.
Man, Trey really flexed on you today. No hat, nothing.
No, I know. You don't come out. That's what I'm saying. New hairline, CEO, all that. You just trying to flex out here.
Hey, man. Hey, listen, man. I just got happy, man. You know, once you start getting happy with your life, man, your hair start growing back, man. Things change, man. You know,
you gotta stop eating McDonald's.
Hey, stop eating McDonald's. I owe this hair to Justin McAfee. Thank you, brother.
I hate everybody.
He said I owe this hair to Justin McAfee.
Thank you, brother.
All right, man. But let's move on into something that Justin's not going to be too happy about. House of Dragons.
Do we care?
No, we don't. We don't give a damn. House of Dragons, episode 1 review.
Fire.
Woo!
Dragon fire.
Dragon fire, no pun intended.
Dracarys.
Y'all so damn stupid.
Man,
yeah.
I'm ready for 9 o'clock. I can damn near we can hurry up.
What was y'all?
Absolutely.
What was y'all impressions?
I'm taking a nap for 7 hours.
It's not 7 hours, dog.
Hey, it didn't disappoint, man. It's been much anticipated. We've been waiting a long time, man, and they came through first episode.
Yeah. What y'all think about the characters?
I think it's
good characters.
Yeah, I think they're doing a good job with their character arc. I think they kind of do a lot of blending too. So you got Rhaenyra, the daughter, the young one. She kind of like a blend of like Arya and Daenerys. That's what I said too. Her great grandmother type shit.
Mm-hmm.
So I think she like a mixture of both, because she don't really want to be queen. She ain't really looking for that shit, but she rather fight. She'd rather go,
and
hop on the dragon and burn some shit down.
Arya.
Right, rebellious. Yeah. She ain't trying to sit back lay on her back and have kids like that. So I kind of, that's kind of what I got from her. So I think that's a great arc. And then you got Daemon, the brother of the current king Viserys. He kind of seemed like a Jaime / Tyrion. Because he really cared about his family, but he not like.
Hey, I like him.
Yeah, like he really cared about his. Too. Like you saw it like at the funeral when the mother, Emma, the mom, got killed through the childbirth. Basically they gave her a C-section that killed her. But
hold on 1 second. We're gonna speed past that. I know you're giving them a play-by-play.
Okay. I wanted to ask y'all about that too.
Well, go ahead. We can start off from the top. That's fine.
No. I just don't want to speed past the because you kind of giving a good rundown. But man, my whole thing with the C-section scene, bro. Nah. Like I
had to turn away.
I got up and walked away from it.
If y'all had to make that decision though, what do you do?
No, I'm gonna tell you, okay, because me and Trey had a debate about this. Remember, Trey, I called you on the phone and you thought that he was saying he was gonna lose both of them, but he was saying no, we can either lose both of them or we can save one. And I would have just had to let the baby die, and I'm just keeping it in the book. And I'll tell you why. But that was my thoughts on it, and that was absolutely like one of the most grotesque scenes I've ever seen in television history. Like, I got up and walked away from the TV, bro. I've seen both my children being born, so like for them to go to that extreme, bro, I got up and was like, hell no. I'm like, I'm out of here, bro. I walked straight away from the TV.
He wanted that son, man. He wanted that son bad.
I understood it, but that comes into like, okay, so you seen, go ahead. You know what? Look, we was to take it back to the top. I'll let Kendall get. He just brought up with the C-section. Kendall, you can kind of pick up where you left off because I want to digress into something else later on.
Well, no, I was just gonna say, you saw how angry Rhaenyra was. Rhaenyra? No, that's not Rhaenyra. Rhaenyra was. No, Rhaenyra. Rhaenyra is the auntie. But anyway, but you saw how angry she was, looking at her dad, because she basically was just like, damn, like you really don't give a fuck about her. You just really only care about that kid, coming out and I think she also kind of saw her future, like, I'm just basically going to be a child bearer at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like if I become queen or whatever, there's no value behind me. It's just more so us just having kids. So I just kind of saw that the way she stared at him before, she told the dragon to, burn the pyre, for her brother and her mom. So yeah, that's an interesting little dichotomy to me. I'm just interested to see how like that goes in the future, because clearly they bounce back and forth in the episode, in the season as the episodes go. They go from the past to the future, her as a kid to a grown woman. So I'm just trying to see like, how that's going to be like the relationship with her father going forward. So.
Yeah. I was going to say, I'm not going to say it, but I already had like, just from the beginning of the show, I literally thought I knew who the war was going to be, but I'm pretty sure I know who it's going to be. It's kind of like a little twist. So I'm excited to see that. And I think it has something to do with what Kendall just talked about, her relationship with her father. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, because I didn't read the books. I've only read out of all the Game of Thrones book, I only read the very first book, to 2 chapters of the very first book. So I know everybody likes to talk about how the books are better than the show, blah blah blah. But like when I know they making something into a television show or movie,
the books follow very close. The show is almost identical.
Right?
It is,
which is dope. But I always hated that argument because it's like, you already when you read the books before you see a TV show or a movie, you already have in your mind what these characters look like, what their voices sound like, all this. So the movies and the television shows never gonna meet your expectations. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, but outside of
the original Game of Thrones actually enhanced that to me. Like read the books, you got an idea of it, but they put a lot into those shows.
Yeah, only thing I didn't like and that was different in my mind was the White Walkers in the very first scene in the first episode, when they showed the White Walker cut that dude's head off in the forest. I don't know if y'all remember the first episode. I imagine that scene completely different. The way they described the White Walkers, I expected their swords to be a little bit more sharp, but that's neither here nor there. But that's what I'm saying about reading the book and having your own expectation and imagination of these characters. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes the television show is never going to do it justice. That's all I was saying. But y'all brought up the relationship with what's her name, Rhaenyra? And her father, right? One thing that really bothered me when y'all asked me how her father, like what would we have done in that situation when it came to the childbirth? Like later on in the episode, we saw the king, admonishing Daemon, his younger brother, who could have been heir to the throne as well. We saw him admonishing him, and then when he came to him, he was saying, Damon was saying, you didn't even make me your hand. I'm here to protect you. But to me, I thought the king was overreacting because the king was so desperate for an heir that he sacrificed his wife. You know what I mean? It was like he almost just completely forgot that his brother and his daughter even existed. You know what I'm saying? So to me, in that moment, I really felt like the king was like overreacting and could have handled that situation a lot better. You know what I'm saying? Because he was expecting his brother to be there by his side and while he mourned the death of his wife and his child or whatnot. But I think his brother handled it the way he should have.
Well, I think he flipped on him because he was in that whorehouse with all the gold cloaks having the orgy. Well, he wasn't, but he got an orgy cracking for his people. And then he basically made a speech about his nephew and called him heir for a day. So I think, and then when
that's a good rib too. That's high quality rib right there.
Right. Right, but if that's coming from your brother, that's a different type of real. You know what I'm saying? So he doesn't have any type of. He basically doesn't care about that kid either. You know, he's like shit. And again, Damon's just being a little bit selfish because he's like shit. I'm next up. I'm trying to be the next one. You know, I know they ain't. You know, they not going to appoint no woman because if they would have, Rhaenyra would have been the queen because she's older than Viserys. You know, so that's her because they're the two brothers of King Jaehaerys. They both had kids. Both of them had died. So then Rhaenyra was next in line, or it was going to be Viserys. So I think it was more so like the jealousy behind it, because that should have been the real heir, but they're not appointing no women. So I think he kind of got pissed off, like, why the fuck ain't I by your side, you know? And then that's where he was like, no, I'm gonna send your ass back to your wife. Get the hell up out of here.
I think Damon's character, bro. He so far he's definitely my favorite character because it starts off and he do give you that Jaime Lannister type of feel, but then the more as that episode went on, he definitely a lot more than, like you said, he got some Tyrion in him. He not an idiot, bro. Like, he's very intelligent. You know what I mean? And it seemed like he just like
about his family.
Yeah, he do. And it seemed like he just like fucking with people. You know what I mean? Messing with people. I'm sorry for cussing, Jerome.
Right. Like for attention, because he's trying to make notice of what he wants, which is he wants to be the king, you know. So but I don't see that happening without any force. That's just me. Yeah. But it kind of seems like
I don't even think he's gonna be. I don't personally. I don't think that the war is gonna be with Daemon trying to be king. I don't even think that's gonna be the war though. Yeah.
Right. Well, you kind of heard it from like Corlys. You know, Corlys Valerian, the only black one on the council.
Yeah.
You know, when he was talking about the Triarchy, which is the alliance of the eastern cities. There's like 3 cities around there who attacked the pirates of the Stepstones, and the Stepstones is where all the shipping is, where they make a lot of their money. So basically, that's kind of what the enemies are going to be in the beginning, and I think it's going to blend into like the families and shit like that as it goes. But I think those will be the White Walkers, if you will. You know, ain't gonna be none, in this series, but that's where the war is gonna go. And then as it goes through, the battle is gonna be within the families trying to take over. Like, no, I'm really should be queen, or my son. Like Rhaenyra, she got 2 kids, so she'll be like, my son should be doing this. Then if it ain't gonna be me, So I kind of see that's where the family conflicts is gonna be. And then they'll spread it into like, okay, now we got to focus on this common enemy first, and then we can get back to shitting on each other.
Yeah.
What y'all think about the foreshadowing that they doing with the was it the cats? What's the dagger called? The cat's what? The cat's claw.
The cat's paw.
Cat's paw. Yeah, and then they
cat's paw.
Yeah, the cat's paw dagger, and then they talked about Targaryen have to be on the throne when the White Walkers come attack. I thought that was pretty dope. Foreshadowing for the previous Game of Thrones series, because we know this is a prequel. But
that dagger done killed so many people.
Yes, it has.
That dagger been floating around killing shit.
Right. Facts, it 100% has, man. But yeah, so far I'm thoroughly enjoying it, man. I thought they did a very good job producing it. I just got a feeling that this is going to be a much more grotesque, a much more like just visceral, like with the
it do seem grimier than the
first one, because the first one it had
darker tone.
Yeah, they had that in there, but this one seems way. So I mean, I can already see that they going into the next episode. They're gonna show the crab feeder, which is what they hinted at in the first episode, where they had the people. The prisoners tied up on the low tide to those crosses, basically crucified, and the crabs was eating their flesh. Did y'all see that? They had it. I was like, God, bro. I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna do this.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think it's that violent just because they were at the height of the Targaryen, kingdom. The shit was still cracking. They were still running everything. You got Daemon. He don't give a damn. He chopping off balls and all type of shit to get his point across, because he's running the gold cloaks. And he tries to instill that fear in the people. So it's definitely going to get more violent, I'm assuming, pending they try to keep it within grounds. Because, things have changed since Game of Thrones first aired. So I'm still sure the violence is going to be there, but maybe not what the book is probably going to portray either. So, but they said that even I watched some of the director or the producer, he said that they definitely try to get a little bit more violent, but at the same time trying to, have like a happy medium. So I hope they just still go super violent, because that's the book. So
how do y'all feel about the inclusion of black characters on the show?
I was just about to say that, bro. Hey, I thought that was so dope, seeing the little mixed kids with the silver hair. Hey, that was cold, bro. They just sitting up there. I'm like, oh, that's cold. Yeah, I love it.
And they don't even acknowledge them as black. They just like, part of the.
They Valerian. They
Valerian, yeah.
And they dad,
not Valerian, Targaryens.
No, they
Valerian. They're Valerian.
Oh, they are Valerian. My bad.
Corlys is the Rhaenyra is the Targaryen.
with the blonde hair is Valerian.
Okay.
Yeah, so I mean, they mom Targaryen, but their dad is Valerian. Right. Or Valerian. That's his last name.
But the Valerians are the ancestors of the Targaryens.
Of the Targaryens, yeah. That's why they got that white hair. Yeah.
Right. So they're still a part of that family, but because they all inbreed and do all that other shit. But in the books, they're not black. What's his name? I keep forgetting that man's name. Corlys. But yeah, I'm glad that they got some diversity in there because they clearly didn't have none in the first few seasons. Until they had that pirate episode, with I can't remember his name. So yeah, it's just good to see that they got some diversity in there, and even the producer was flat out with it, and he just said, we just don't want to have a whole bunch of white people, on our show, and that's it. So again, that's just things have changed, since Game of Thrones first came out. You got Lord of the Rings, all these other ones that didn't never have no niggas in it.
Speaking of no niggas, I don't know if y'all recently seen Finn. What's his name, bro? The actor that plays Finn. Golly, motorcycle relax. I don't know if y'all heard that, but the artist that plays Finn on Star Wars. Are y'all familiar with him? John Boyega.
Yeah,
John Boyega.
Okay.
John Boyega. They speaking since we on the. I thought this was a dope segue since we was on black characters because John Boyega was the first black. Well, I'm gonna say first black character. He's the first black character in the new Star Wars series because we had in the other prequel series we had Samuel Jackson, which was dope. But John Boyega was a little upset and because everybody was thinking that he was gonna come back for like some Disney Plus shows for his character, his Star Wars character, and he said he was done officially because he said it that he was done in the past, and then he said he would reconsider, and just a couple of days ago he announced that he was officially done with Disney period because just the interactions he had with fans, like he received a lot of death threats, a lot of harassments, and some of the same stuff happened with what's the young lady named Trey that played on the new Star Wars, she played on Obi-Wan Kenobi. I got you. Give me a second. Yeah, look at that. I don't know her name. Yeah, but she received a lot of harassments as well. And
Star Wars fans different, man.
Yeah, they different, but they definitely
Moses Ingram.
Yeah, beautiful sister too, by the way. But
and she killed that role.
Yeah, she killed that role. Definitely, she was one of the best. She was one of the better actors on the show. Her and Ewan McGregor, but Ewan McGregor just got chops like that. That's a bad boy. But Moses Ingram, she killed her character, but she received some of the same things. But in this event, I guess they kind of learned from John Boyega. Disney came to her defense. And said they wouldn't, and kind of like admonished racism and said that they denounced it and all that type of stuff. So I thought that
Steve Toussaint, who is the guy that plays Corlys in House of the Dragon, he talked about it too, and he said they're happy with white hair and violet colored eyes, but a rich black guy, that's beyond the pale. So like even he's experiencing backlash and white people being white. So hopefully they can get past that, and it's not that serious. It's just a book. It's not it's not reality.
Right.
It's fantasy at the end of the day. You got to calm down.
I just want to talk about that. And since we still on reviews, what y'all think about the second episode of She-Hulk? For those who watched it, Blaze, you caught up yet?
Saw the first one.
You just watched the first one? No, you still ain't caught up
yet. No, I just watched the second one last night. It's good. It's this one is a little light. You know what I mean? Because they going into the story a little more. So, but it still was good though. I don't want to. People ain't watched it. I don't want to go into detail about it. But
okay, yeah, I thought it was decent. Definitely, it was shorter than the first one. Definitely didn't push the narrative too far forward. But yeah, I mean, I'm still enjoying it. The woke content could be much, but besides that, besides that, it's a very enjoyable series.
Gotta have that.
Okay, and we talked about this briefly last week. The Black Therapist. This was like one of our biggest episodes, so I thought I might as well touch on it again. Did y'all see her latest video?
Yeah, she lost me now, man.
Okay, I'm gonna play a little bit to kind of catch the listeners up to speed. If y'all watched the last episode, or if y'all haven't, we actually got a clip on this YouTube channel. Y'all can go watch it out. We talked about the Black Therapist and her attack, so to speak, on black men, or what people deemed as an attack. Give me 1 second. Update this and I'm play this. Dang, that's way over there. Let me update this title on the screen and then I'll play a little bit of this clip. Jesus, how did that happen? Okay. Excuse me, y'all. But here's the clip. So after the backlash from her last video, she posted this. After she lost her job and everything, this was she posted.
Hey guys. Firstly, I want to say thank you guys so much for the overwhelming support in all of this. But I want to just like hit a couple points really quick to just like help you guys understand better what's going on. So long story short, I posted some stuff on Monday, was literally fired on Friday, telling people to go to therapy. And a lot of people got upset and attempted to hurt me, but I want you guys to understand that you didn't just hurt me. Yeah, I may have lost my employment, but all of the clients that I've had, that I've spent 5 years with, establishing therapeutic rapport, now no longer have a therapist. The people that I was serving have very severe mental disorders, severe abandonment issues. Some of them don't even have parents. Some of them have just recently come down, and I was helping them process cancer diagnoses. So while you guys did this shit for clicks and views, my clients lost a support system. I have worked with these people for years, and now they don't have anyone. I don't know what I would do if my therapist was just axed immediately with no warning. So a lot of you guys who have reported me to my employer, whatever, have done irreparable damage, and I need you to sit with that. The doxing has not stopped. I had to change my phone number because someone, under the guise of wanting to protect me, tried to ambush me in a YouTube live, and it's terrifying. As a woman, getting random text messages, that shit's fucking terrifying. So not only do my boundaries continuously keep being violated, my clients, their treatment has stopped. This comment says, how can we support? I've been putting out mental health content for about 1.5 years and haven't received a fucking dime because your guys' healing is so much more fucking important to me. If you feel like giving, here's my fucking Cash App. But honestly, how you can support is never shutting the fuck up. It's true allyship. True allyship stands up in the face of fucking adversity. If somebody is being sprayed by the fucking water hose, ask yourself on what part of the scenario are you at? Are you the one being attacked? Are you the one being sprayed? Are you the one spraying the person upholding these supremacy ideas? Are you the one standing on the sidewalk lines looking at people get sprayed? Are you the one telling the person to turn the fucking hose off? That's how y'all can support. This does not just affect me. Think about your choices, guys. This shit's fucking ridiculous. You can support by supporting the unprotected.
All right, that's pretty much it.
Hey, man, she was giving a white lady crying to the police right there.
That's how I feel too.
And then she started begging for money, so I was just like, all right, fuck her.
Yeah. So the Kendall point last week, because he made a very good point. He was saying that she was, because her initial video was talking about emotional intelligence, a black man lacking emotional intelligence, and that was what got her doxxed and canceled pretty much. We agree with her messaging, but Kendall said last week that he felt like, well, we agree with her message, not her delivery. So last week Kendall said he felt like she lacked a little bit of emotional intelligence, and this just goes to show you how little emotional intelligence she had, because she's definitely tripping in this video. And the fact that she even said like tried to play the minority role, like sprayed by water hose and women getting attacked and support the unprotected and all that. Like, fam, if you don't get the F out of here, fam, like you're doing too much now. Like you chose to go on the internet. What happened to her?
She should have doubled down, man.
Right, and that's my thing with this video, right? She was a lot more professional. She wasn't cussing. She wasn't staring. Her intended audience. None of that stuff. But in this video, she's a lot more protective and wanted us to feel bad. Like, for no, you got to live with the decision that you made.
It's very simple. Just like we can't get online and call women bitches, you can't get online and call men bitches when you're trying to get your point across. I'm sorry. Stop crying. Bye-bye. It's over.
Yeah.
Well, and I'm not. I think you can though. I mean, I think you can if that's what your delivery is. But like, if you're trying, it's almost like you're saying you want to help, Right, and even if she was, like, I'm just saying, like, your message was, we lack emotional intelligence, and you're trying to help us, and then you basically casting aspersions on men, saying, you know, we're bums, we're this, we're that. I don't have no issue with that part of it, but it's like if you're trying to get your point across that you're here to help, and then you say something totally different, and you get out of pocket, like you just said in this last episode of whatever her video was. Now you're crying and carrying. So like now the whole message is gone. Like nobody even knows the whole delivery of what you were talking about in the beginning. So that's where the confusion is. But like Blaze said, you would have just doubled down and kept your message of whatever it is that you were originally trying to portray. It probably would have been fine. But now you lost both men and women. So
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just don't like people playing that minority card once they actually get themselves in hot water, like, and then talking about spraying people with water. Are you the one spraying? No, you the one that went online. That had nothing to do with your original message. You the one that went online.
And never equate that to spraying to the civil rights movement of what you're actually going through right now. Like your life that's not even equivalent at all.
Exactly, not even close. Exactly. So, man, so
you're a licensed therapist. How many of those were there at that time? How many black licensed therapists were? I don't know if she was licensed. Let me not say that. I don't know.
Yes, no, she is licensed.
I never looked into her credentials.
She licensed.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, come on now, stop. Let's not go back to that far. Let's you know, yes, women, black people get attacked and all that for sure. But you brought on some of that attacking yourself,
100%,
by not making your message clear. So.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, hopefully this is the last we see of her, but probably not, because at first I was, like I said, I was all for
I'll cash app her though.
right. Right, when I first,
I ain't giving her shit.
Just give her $2, Blaze.
No, that's
give her a tip. No. Give her a tip from the original message.
But man, it was sad because I thought she was entertaining at first, man. But the more I scroll through her TikTok, man, I'm just embarrassed for her, because like I said, it's a lot of flip flopping with her messaging, man, and like just her delivery and everything is just like man.
LaQuandra just said she's trying her best not to hold herself accountable. I'm sick of her. And that's a very fair point.
Accountability.
That's it.
Exactly. Accountability.
Real hard work for most women.
Mm-hmm. Well, man, off that, man, on to our next subject. A new study. Montreal actually brought this to the thing, so I'm gonna let you go. I'm just gonna announce the title train, and I'm just gonna take it from here. But a new study finds that married couples are making 9 times that of single people. Montreal, this is your research, brother, so you can go ahead and take it.
So I was on the website is called Aon or whatnot. So the singles tax is evolving in the age of inflation, and it means your married friends are probably 9 times richer than you. That was the title of the article. The percentage of American adults living with a spouse has declined notably over the past several decades, from 66.6% in 1950 to just 50% last year, with the number of people living alone or with unmarried partners rising instead, according to census data. But in today's economy marked by inflation at a 40-year high and the surge in prices for big-ticket items, getting married might be one of the best insulators against an increasingly unforgiving financial environment. Hey, that was the end of the article. It was pretty short, though, but hey, get you a woman, Blaze.
That's not convinced me to get married, bro. You can't tell me.
The numbers is there. You know what I'm saying?
Dog.
I found this just for Blaze.
Because we said a couple weeks ago we got to get Blaze married or get him a maid. He said,
"I'm going maid."
You going maid?
I'm taking applications.
Yeah.
All right, man. But no, like to the
Blaze said, at least with the maid, I can tell her to go home after she's done cleaning, huh?
Facts.
Yeah.
Blaze got it all figured out.
Dog, that's so funny, dog. But no, this article definitely.
But no, that's a good article though.
Yeah, it's definitely a good article. It came from
9 times is a lot though. That's
a
crazy.
lot of money.
That's a lot.
And here's the reason. Here's the reason why I don't know if Trey read this part, because I was updating the title on the screen. But it said, okay, so yeah, you got it to the point where it says from 66% to just 50% last year. But they say, but in today's economy, mark that inflation is at a 40-year high, and the surge in prices and big ticket items, getting married might be one of the best insulators against marriage. I think you read that already, Trey. But it says the marriage gap between being married has always incurred an economic benefit of that being single, but through Social Security windfalls, which I've talked about before in this podcast, and potential tax breaks. But the gap in financial net worth between married and single families has widened more than ever in the recent years. I think, let me see here. I'm trying to skip past all this fluff. All right. It says marriage rates among middle class income earners fell from 84% in 1979 to 66% in 2018, while higher earners rate barely fluctuate from 82% to 80%, according to 2020 study. Let me see. Hold on a second. I'm trying to get past more of this fluff, y'all. But basically, the underlying thing is inflation is so high right now that you being single, you're getting taxed more. So so that's how married couples, because they've bought houses, they've accrued assets together that have inflated over the years. So basically, that's what's happening because inflation is being so high right now. This is what the feds are trying to curtail. Friday they just raised they announced that they were going to raise the interest rates again. I don't remember how many basis points. If any of y'all can look that up, y'all can go ahead. But they just announced that they were going to raise the interest rates again to kind of curtail some of this inflation, and it caused the stock market to crash again, like this
again.
Yeah, again. So like wreck my portfolio, so to speak. But I'm still happy that it happened, because this means I can get start building my portfolio at a cheaper rate. But like I said, we talked about this, man. Like inflation, and the only way you can protect yourself from inflation is investing and or marriage, according to this article. It's just funny because in this country, I really feel like we have a culture problem, being that people don't want to get married no more. Everything is hot girl summer. Single this, you know what I'm saying, single that, especially more so from the lady standpoint lately, but all through the early 2000s and 90s, it was all from the man standpoint, talking about how women wasn't stuff, women ain't X, Y, and Z, and you can see that reflected.
No scrubs.
You can see that reflected in the numbers that the rates have dropped, you know what I'm saying, over the years. And a lot of people still say that, you don't need, women don't need protection and don't need a high earning man and X, Y, and Z. But still, if both of y'all are performing at a high level and y'all are whole human beings and, get into a bag from each one's accord, and y'all come together and actually get married, you can have a bigger bag, is what this article is what this article is saying. It's a lot of other benefits that come with getting married, but I just wanted to get y'all thoughts on it, y'all real thoughts outside of Blaze needing a maid.
Man, city boys up, man.
City boys up. not according to this article, Blaze.
Not according.
Hey man,
Blaze.
I'm the anomaly, man. Fuck them broke ass single people. Broke ass.
Broke ass.
y'all get married so y'all don't be broke, man. Y'all need to figure something out.
Yeah, I mean, and married people have been getting married solely for money for a very long time. So it's not like that it's taboo, but like, especially decision. Now in this time, especially now in this time, some people probably should get married, and because it's just hard to afford certain things. So even if you ain't doing it for love, which I'm not saying do that, but sometimes things might make a decision. You might come across a woman who's like, hey, I'm just doing this for the money. I got my 80, 100,000, whatever, and you got your salary. Let's bring this together and let's create something and build a business for if we have shorties or whatever, that'll be for them. I'm not saying just make it a straight business proposal, but we living in these times now where inflation, like you said, is getting crazy, and it's probably only going to go up. So definitely something to think about. I don't necessarily poo-poo it. I think personally you want to be with somebody you actually care about, but I know plenty of people that have married for financial reasons, and some of them are still together to this day. So it's just about what you're looking for and, what you're trying to build. If you're looking for generational wealth or something like that, do it, if that works for you, so I don't poo-poo marriage at all. Yeah, I think it's a great business decision in certain ways.
Trey, when you get married, Trey?
Man, we're in 2022, 2024.
2024.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't bite your lip when you say it, Trey. Make it seem like you're serious.
Yeah. And I just want you to and I just want you to know your new hairline is gonna start receding once you get married.
hey. I earn enough for it never to leave.
but on some real shit though. Yeah, marriage ain't a bad thing, man. I just find it extremely funny how people who don't have shit like to sit around and shit on marriage and talking, they always have a negative outlook on marriage because they're projecting their current lifestyle on what marriage can actually provide for them. And I hear people like, for instance, like when Jeff Bezos got divorced, people were talking about, he couldn't be me. He lost half his, like, fam, you have half of nothing. Like, what are you talking about? This man lost about 40% of his wealth and was still the richest motherfucker on the face of the planet. So, like I said, there's still some benefits, and then he earned all that shit back instantly. You know what I mean? So, like, you can people like to toss these stories out and they like to have their own outlook on stuff because they scared. You know what I'm saying? But like, there's nothing wrong with getting married, man. And like, if it fails, so the fuck what? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, learn how to protect yourself. That's the more important part.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but you were about to say something, Trey. Go ahead.
And also too, his wife was there with him from the beginning when he didn't have anything. She helped him build Amazon. So why not give her that money?
She did.
That's why. That's why I don't understand how you have these certain individuals, people they're coming from a broke mindset, a broke mind state. You know what I mean? State of mind. I mean, because she helped him build that. She absolutely deserved what she got, maybe even more. You know what I mean? And you see, he didn't even fight it. He said, "Absolute."
Yeah. And another point, another thing that people like to argue about when it comes to marriage is finances. You know what I mean? People like to say like finances are some of the biggest arguments in marriage. It's like, yeah, they some of the biggest arguments in marriages. They cause fights. It causes everything. But you see how much wealth you can build according to this article with being married. You know what I mean? And my thing is this, like, the point I done lost my damn train of thought. But like I said, you can it causes a lot of fights, but most people just don't know how to manage finances. So also be good with while you're single, while you in your single season. Learn how to be a good steward over your bread. So when you get married and you meet a person, you can be a good steward over all y'all shit. You know what I'm saying? Ladies, don't get married, and once you get married, decide that you're gonna just start buying Louis and Gucci and taking trips and all this type of shit because you got a bigger bag. Learn how to be a good steward over your money in your single season. That way, when you come together and you find your partner, you can actually be a good steward over the abundance. You know what I'm saying?
And that's bigger. It's bigger. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Ken.
No, you're fine. Go ahead.
Yeah, and it's bigger in our culture, not being financial literate. Like it took me. I just became financial literate like maybe 2 years ago. I'm 37. You know what I mean? And that's due to having a very good woman behind me. So then that goes right back to what we were just talking about.
Yep.
Being married, bro. I'm telling you, like the saving, the budgeting, all of that. I've never had this much money where I'm just, that I have access to in my life. You know what I mean? And she's a big part of that. Just teaching me like, hey, no.
Flex on the man, Trey.
Right.
But I will soon.
But that's my point, man. Like so many people like the shit on, if I get married, man, she might get half my shit. We get a child, but like it's so much scarcity. But man, like you can literally live your best life with the right partner. I ain't saying go out there and just marry anybody, but with the right partner, you can literally figure. We got to stop that shit in our culture, man. Like I said, it's crazy to me that in our culture we like to go against the grain when it comes to everything that is historically proven. Like we like to talk about investing. We talk about investing for a reason. We talk about marriage and being a good steward of your money for a reason, man. All this bullshit that y'all see people running around on the internet doing, that bullshit ain't about nothing. It's not making the world better. We don't need another fucking social media app on this planet. It's not, that shit is not contributing to the world at all. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like we need successful businesses. We need financial literate people. We need because we keep blaming white people for holding us down. And at this point in the world, man, there should be nothing holding you back from living your greatness in this digital era. Like, you know what I'm saying?
We can still blame them.
No, we can blame them for a lot of shit. Facts, but no, for facts, Kendall, you're
right. No, you're right. But I'm just bullshit.
But in this digital era, man, like, we got to stop that shit, man. There's no reason why you shouldn't be living your greatness right now, man. I ain't trying to hear it.
Right, and it's just hard. People got to learn as they grow. Some people come late with it and finances and things like that, or like you've been single for a certain amount of time, so you're just used to taking care of yourself, not other people, or if especially if you don't have children or things like that.
Yeah.
So, there could be some things that you can learn from others. And like you said, spouses can help you with that. There's definitely some benefits to marriage, and I think people just they just poo it because of anger, regret previous relationships that didn't work out, so they're pissed
seeing
off.
other people,
I hate women, I hate men.
Seeing other people relationships,
seeing other people experiences.
Kind of some of the stuff that the therapist lady we were just talking about a couple, not too long ago. Some of the stuff that she said about men and they're broke and this and this and that because of probably what she's dealt with, and she's tired. You know what I'm saying? Not saying it's good or a good excuse, but I think that's where that comes from. It builds up, that level of hate and just, and not necessarily hate, but just, problems that they have with people. And then they reflect it on them as a result of what they've experienced in their past. So, like I said, find the right one or find the right person for a financial upgrade or not necessarily upgrade, but to help each other.
Yeah, because that's what I was trying to say earlier. Not only do marriage it's like finances start arguments in relationships, but it also keep relationships together. Typically, people in a relationship who make a lot of money, they don't break up.
Right. Yeah. And sometimes love comes later. You know what I mean? You get more love as you stick in, and even more than you probably had when you first got married to the person. You're like, damn, we really have been holding it down. And I love this person even more now.
And I'm gonna keep it a buck. I think love is overrated. I think like is more important. Like and having a motherfucker that got your back is more important than love.
Yep.
I think we put too much emphasis in love and relationship. No, like the motherfucker that you with first, and then make sure that they got your back in every aspect of life, and then grow from there.
Yeah. Right.
Because you can definitely love somebody and dislike them.
Facts.
So, right. Yeah. And I just think it's a lot of indoctrination as well as you're young. You watch cartoons and TV shows all about marriage and get married, have kids at this age or this, do this, so like I think it's a lot of that. So they think that love is the most valued of those type of relationships. And sometimes, like you said, it's just, I really like this person deeply and this is working for us, and the love, like I said, love can always come later. Love can happen all the time, throughout a relationship. So.
Facts.
So shout out to y'all, whoever married, keep doing it, stay together, unless it just ain't working, get up out of there. But work hard at it first though. Don't just, all right, we done.
Absolutely.
If something worth it, stick to it, man. For real. You don't
more
find
power to you.
Yeah. More power to you. Blaze up. All right, no, Blaze is out of control. All right,
gotta love Blaze.
All right, let's segue into this next topic, man, because this might affect me and Blaze and Trey in the long run, and I'm actually very, very pissed off reading this article. But have y'all heard about the Open App Market Act? The feds are trying to sue Apple for their app market, basically saying they got a monopoly. This comes like a couple years ago. They had Apple fell out with Epic Games and took them from the Market Store, which is basically the creators of Fortnite, if y'all not familiar, and took them out the App Store. This is really coming from a couple other companies with pretty large market caps. They want Apple to open their App Store, basically, so anybody can get in there, or not so anybody can get in there, but basically stop taking such a large percent. Because I believe Apple takes about 30% from each company in the App Store. So that's if you paying your Netflix account through your iPhone, that Apple takes 30% of what you pay Netflix. Same thing with any other app. Like I can just give y'all a rundown. Like I pay Adobe, Netflix, Hulu, and Microsoft all through the App Store on my phone. So Apple takes 30% of all that. My computer just froze.
Jeez.
Oh, it stopped. Okay, good.
Not the 30.
Yeah. Dang, my webcam just died. Y'all gotta give me a second. I gotta but Kendall,
be prepared.
No,
be prepared.
No, man. Listen, bro, it's plugged in. It shouldn't be doing this. So I gotta figure something. I gotta figure out a workaround. But anyway, Kendall, you want to kind of expound on what your thoughts on this Open App Market Act is? I'm sorry, if you want to expound on this, please. While I plug in a new battery.
You're muted, Kendall.
Kendall, you muted. Unmute your phone.
Sorry. But no, I was gonna say, I think this definitely pushes for more competition as well. So that other app developers and things of that nature can actually be a part of that level of competition and might be able to bring valuable applications from their end. Because, like you said, you don't want to necessarily have a monopoly on things. We saw that with Microsoft and Apple. You know what I'm saying? From years on down the line, from the '80s to now. So I like what they also said at the end, where it says I think it was Chris Cardinal who wrote it, where he said, for me, what this act essentially boils down to is taxing someone else's innovation and creativity is wrong, and that restricting what we can install on our devices feels anti-competitive. The big tech companies got a little too comfortable with the massive profits they've been reaping. With this act, they'll be forced to contend with the underdogs, and I think that's a good thing because, again, competition can kind of push you to a certain limit too. So now you got some independent app developer who's making probably a better application than what you might have, say, for example, a ride share application or some sort of navigation application, where you're creating something that might be a benefit for someone else who it may work for them. So I think that as this goes forward, I hope that more app developers can be creative because more creativity just expounds technology and it brings different ideas as they go forward with it. So you always want to have competition, especially in the realm of technology. Otherwise, those monopolies happen and you might be stuck with something that you don't necessarily want. See EA Sports with Madden football.
I think that's good for app developers. I think they'd be the biggest beneficiary of this act.
Yeah, absolutely. No, and see, here's where I disagree with almost about 98% of what Kendall said. Yeah, 100% having competition definitely push you to be more creative. Apple's had competition for a while. You know what I'm saying, in the realm of their peripherals and different devices and things they make. But my thing is, and this is why I don't like the attack on the App Store, because Apple's built the ecosystem. It ain't that it's not their fault that they've been great all these years. You know what I'm saying? For 40 fucking years, they've been an amazing company, and they've built this ecosystem. And my thing is like this: if you would like competition, how about y'all go build a better app store? Samsung and Google have tried to build app stores that they've put faulty softwares on this, and it's too hard to software, and it's been too difficult to comb through. And that's why a lot of people prefer the Apple's ecosystem and the app store and everything like that, because they verify, they push their developers to make secure devices and everything. But this is more so in the realm of, I don't know if y'all have seen the new thing your iPhone does on the new iOS. Like whenever you download an app, it'll ask you if the app wants to track you, right? It say ask the app not to track you. That's what this is about, because it stops third party advertising. So now Apple is hoarding the data. That's what this whole thing is about. So and I feel like this: if you on my platform, I can pretty much do whatever the fuck. That's like coming to my house, right? Or I'll put it like this. This is a better analogy. If I open the world's best barbershop and I got 7,000, I know this is unrealistic, but I got 7,000 barbers in there, and they the best barbers in the world because I done vetted them all, right? And then one barber decides they don't want to pay booth rent to me, and then the feds come in and be like, well, he don't got to pay booth rent because he the best barber in here. You know what I'm saying? like that's that's how I feel about this. But it's my fucking establishment. Y'all came to me. I didn't come to y'all. You know what I mean? So if y'all want, if we want true competition, develop something better than something that we already have. And everybody's failed to do so up until this point. Every app store, every app developer from LG, Google, Microsoft, Samsung, all of them had app stores, and all of them are trash. And until
trash.
Right.
Well, I'm not denying none of that. I'm just saying in terms of like the level of competition always is a good thing. Like Macintosh, for example, before they were Apple and they changed their names a couple of times. Before, nobody really cared about their devices like that. Like it wasn't until they went into that app game, changed the whole thing with the iPhone and the iPod and everything, where everything became more portable. So. And they took years before they got to that point, because Microsoft was running every damn thing. So I agree. I think Apple was great in terms of the innovative things that they've done. I'm just saying, I feel like, competition is always a good thing. I feel what you're saying in terms of you coming into my ecosystem and you trying to make apps or produce stuff under our stuff. I agree with that. But I think it's also going to be a long time before you have another company create some sort of app store that people are really going to be akin to, because like you said, Apple has killed all of that, that noise. So yeah, I definitely agree with what you're saying. That's not necessarily Apple's fault, and I wasn't necessarily blaming them. I'm just saying I like that level of competition that now this might get, hopefully, somebody, and I don't think it's going to be no time soon. Like I said, I think it's going to be years down the line. But that's kind of where I'm at with that. But I definitely agree with you saying, like, it's not Apple's fault for that. They were innovative. They did what they needed to do to get to the next level, and now they're a $1 trillion company. I think, right?
Yeah, no,
am I correct on that?
Almost $3 trillion company. They got one of the
There
largest.
you go, $3 trillion.
Yeah.
So and nothing against them. I just I just like that level. Kind of like me. I came from the Android to switched over to iPhone, and I can't stand typing on my phone. So for a long time, they never had the swipe, where you can just drag your finger and type. Like me, that was me all day. I had to download a Google-based app onto my iPhone to use that. So and eventually iPhone said, fuck that, let us just make one ourselves, and we'll incorporate that into ours. So that level of competition was there because Google had a different level of way that you could type. So that's all I mean by that. But I definitely salute Apple for what they've been doing over these last 20 years. Is that 20? I would say 20.
Yeah,
20?
it's been about 30. It's been about 30 now. It's been a while. They've been like, but as far as the them being like this great,
the revolution
is about that was the app. That was around.
That's what I mean.
That was around the first time the iPhone came around. So I want to say 2016,
2007 or
wait, no, wait.
Was the iPhone was the first iPhone 07? I could be wrong. I could be way no. I'm off.
Somewhere around there.
It was around maybe 2010.
Yeah, because
I had thinking about the iPads or the iPods maybe was when that kind of. But yeah, I think the iPhone came out like 08, 09.
I had the iPhone 3GS.
It was somewhere around there
in 2011. That was when I had the iPhone 3GS.
Yeah.
So
okay,
so it's been a while, but they've been a great company for a while. But my another one of my issues with this, and like I said, it's only because we seen the reason Apple kicked Epic out of the App Store was because the way something worked inside their app, it was causing security issues. That was the same reason why Apple got rid of the original swipe keyboard, Kendall, because Apple had a swipe keyboard a long time ago. But they got rid of it because it was a third party keyboard, and it was causing security issues for the phone, or that's what their claims are. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So like as long as Apple's
and that was probably Google's.
Right. And as long as Apple's, my thing is like this: Apple has been known; they got a good track record at looking at the privacy of their end users, right? Like they had a case with the feds just a few years ago that just got dropped. Matter of fact, like last August, from where they didn't want to unlock somebody who was committed a crime. I think it was like a national terrorist or something like that. They didn't want to unlock his phone. I can't remember exactly, but it was something to that effect. They didn't want to unlock his phone for the feds, and so the feds had to find a workaround to actually unlock his phone. They had to have one of their people get into it, but Apple refused to do it. They said they wouldn't do it because that's how wholeheartedly they believed in your safety, security, and your privacy. Yeah. So So to me, like I said, as long as they're on that rack and they're not doing anything unethical outside of mining, what they say the cobalt they use now is friendly mind. Yes, friendly mind, exactly. But as long as they ain't doing nothing unethical, man, I'm down. I'm riding with Apple, and they've been a good company, and they're making me a fuck ton of money. So that's why I said this could eventually affect us all. But I'm not digging this at all. Like somebody else go out there and innovate, do something great. They can take the same model that Apple.
They got a stranglehold on that shit right now, though. So
yeah,
I understand why all these other companies frustrated.
Yeah,
it's gonna be decades before that. Anybody penetrates any of that stuff for sure. Yeah,
facts. But like I said, they've been working on this for a few decades. So what I'm saying, they got the R&D. So shout outs to Apple. What'd you say last week? Free the game, Blaze. Free the game.
Yeah, free the game, man. Hey, they on DT ass too.
Oh God, yeah, they still on dude ass. They're not playing with Donald Trump out here, man. I did want to talk about,
and they're pretty good with customer data too. And then in terms of not just willingly giving phones off to the FBI, which the FBI is definitely pissed off about, and I think they're gonna be trying to bring them up on some charges with that anyway.
No, that's what I just said, Kendall. You must have missed that. I said,
okay, my bad.
No, they dropped it. They dropped it because they had.
Oh, they did drop. Okay.
Yeah, the feds was investigating them heavy behind that when they didn't want to unlock that phone because I believe that was something connected to
like a murder or something.
I think it was a terrorist act, bro. If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
So but Apple refused, and everybody was looking at Apple like fuck y'all as a company. You know what I'm saying? All the Americans, but it's like, fam, you got to look at who they trying to protect, and it's all of us, all the end users. So.
Right. Their customers are worldwide, so
yeah, exactly. Well, America's their largest company.
Business in America.
Yeah, America's their largest company, and then China being second. But I think Huawei over there or Xiaomi, one of those two companies, are larger in China than the iPhone. But like literally, if you take if Apple left America, bro, like that could affect us hard because like if you look at Apple's market cap, they're about probably like I'm just throwing this out there, about a third of the market share in the GDP that in America.
They ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, they ain't going nowhere. That's why I said I don't want to see this because them, I think it's Apple, Microsoft, Google, and Amazon right now are the four largest companies in America right now.
Hey, low key, Huawei and a lot of them Chinese companies put some good products out over there. We just don't. You can't get them fixed over here or get service for a lot of them over here. But
yeah, they took a lot of Huawei phones off the market in the U.S. because the Huawei phones were having a lot of security issues, so a lot of security links. Yeah, tracking and shit like that. So they took a lot of them off. But they do got some dope products. Too bad I don't live in China. I probably still would have an iPhone. I did want to talk about that KSI and that Swarms fight. Did y'all see that?
Hey, that was the most disrespectful fight I ever seen, man. Why dude fight two people?
I guess because he got it like that.
Both of their ass.
Bro, if y'all not familiar, KSI, I think he's a UK YouTuber.
Yeah, UK.
Yeah, he fought two fights in one night. On was it DZN Dazn? Is that how you pronounce it? It's like a pay-per-view.
Hey, man, that shit was disrespectful, man. He beat them dudes up like that.
I didn't watch the fight. I just seen a couple clips, and it was bad, bro.
It was very bad. There was people on Twitter said it looked like he just got somebody out the audience and put gloves on.
Yeah. Hey, no, but the crazy part was Swarms is the black dude he was fighting?
Swarms is the black dude, yeah.
Hey, dude was talking mad shit. He was talking crazy.
He a rapper as well.
I thought he could fight.
Yeah. Swarms is a rapper as well.
You can't talk shit like that, then get in the ring and get your ass whooped like that.
No, he got spanked, bro. He got embarrassed, bro. Like,
KSI, they was talking about him fighting one of them Paul brothers. I think he fought one of them before.
Yeah, he fought him before. He fought Logan Paul, I believe.
They wanted was Jake the younger one? That's the one who whooped Nate Robinson ass?
Yeah,
they wanted to fight him.
It's the older one is Logan, I believe.
Yeah, Jay got some hands though. He could fight.
I don't think he could beat Jacob, but he whooped their ass.
No. I mean, I'm just saying, I don't think he can either. But Jake actually can fight though.
Yeah. It was, but like I said, they fought like 3 times, KSI and Logan, if I'm not mistaken, and it was like one time it was like Logan won, then KSI won, then it was like a draw or some crazy shit like that. But KSI had no business in with Swarms and have no business in the ring with KSI at all. If y'all don't know what we're talking about, please just go on YouTube and type in KSI.
Put the YouTube link in
the chat.
Put it in there.
Yeah, put it in there, please. Listen, it is absolutely hysterical, fam. Like, dude was spinning around. KSI was beat. KSI looks like a professional fighter, y'all. He's been training because, like I said, he's fought Logan Paul. He's been training for some years, and they put him.
He fight.
Yeah, he fight. That's what he do. And they put him in the ring with another, just a random rapper from the UK named Swarms. Dog.
No, dude been wanting to fight him. He called him out.
Yeah, I know he called him out. But what I'm saying is, like, who sanctioned this?
Who greenlit this?
Hey, Swarms needs to talk to his team, man. Somebody should be like, "Hey, bro, you ain't ready for this." But
they bringing boxing back by any means necessary.
Mm-hmm. Yes, they are.
They got to shit. UFC is kicking everybody's ass. Shit.
Yeah.
It's comedy at this point.
Yeah, pure comedy. Yeah. But yeah, I'm mad I missed that fight, but I'm glad I caught the highlights. It's hysterical. So y'all, please tune in. That boy Swarms ain't had no business in near some boxing gloves, man. But I like the way they handle this. I don't know what called them out, but I would like to see regular rappers from the United States in the ring instead of going out and shooting each other. I'd love to see Quando, Rondo, and Dirk.
Versus, man.
That's what I'm saying.
Versus need to evolve into boxing.
Yeah, you know how fire that'd be to see Quando, Rondo, and Dirk in the ring.
Oh no, not them two.
Not them two.
Somebody gonna have a gun.
Yeah, I was gonna say yeah.
Dirk gonna have.
You know how,
so pick somebody else, bro.
In his boxing gloves, Meek,
Yeah.
Meek and Ross. We've seen both of them fake training.
No, we do not need to see Meek. We do not need to see that.
That'd be a funny one though.
NBA YoungBoy versus whoever.
My money on YoungBoy.
It's
Right.
crazy ass. I seen him fight his security before, so that young man is pent up full of anger.
No,
that boy on the spectrum. He make good music. His music.
I love when Tyler Creator. He said, "Man, he's really a sweetheart." I'm so tired of Tyler. Though. He's like, "Dude is a sweetheart." He was like, "Don't believe what y'all see."
Don't believe what you see.
He's a sweetheart.
He be wilding.
Tyler, the only grown ass man that can say sweetheart, and I'm like, all right, I'll deal with it.
Right.
Yeah. That is hysterical. Man, I don't know. Y'all got anything else? Any church announcements?
House of the Dragon, episode 2, 9:00 Eastern. Get with it.
Yeah.
I'm going to sleep.
Look at that.
Oh, nice. That's nice. That's Ricky Morty, right? Got the Blackwoods. Morty look high as hell.
High.
Hold that up one more time for the listeners, Blaze.
We got a new one.
Hey, what was I about to say, dog?
Weed is legal out there, right, Arizona?
Yeah.
Okay.
You hear that, listeners? Weed is legal in Arizona.
Recreational, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Recreational, baby.
Do you have like a card or something, or you don't need none of that shit? You can just go to the dispensary and just get it. Okay.
Just walk right in. All you can eat.
Go. All you can eat.
All you can eat.
I'm ready to log off, y'all. I'm going.
Buffet.
Yo, wow.
It's a green buffet. Black.
So that was the church announcement, right? Weed is legal in Arizona.
Yep, weed is legal in Arizona. I went to Chicago not too long ago, and it was just so weird, just being able to walk in dispensaries out there. You know, I was just like, damn, this is crazy. Like, this is really happening. So it's pretty cool.
Wisconsin better jump on board or get left behind.
I'm gonna tell
you, they're gonna be dead last.
They
can't arrest no black people. They'll cry.
Nah, I think the place that's gonna be dead last is Texas. Texas is gonna be dead last.
Oh, Texas too.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you right now. When weed is legal in Texas, it'd be federally legal because that shit ain't never happening. That shit ain't never happening. They'll let you grow hemp and sell CBD down here all day long, but they 100% ain't letting weed be legal here in Texas.
Yeah, that's how it is in Georgia too. There's no. They got CBD, but that's about it.
Yeah, man, I envy y'all. But man, on that note, listeners, thank y'all for tuning in for another episode of Unlabeled Podcast.
House of the Dragon.
House of the Dragon. Like, subscribe, share this with
House of the Dragon.
Share this with 10 of your closest friends and family.
House of the Dragon.
Also get married.
Also, like y'all, I know y'all see it on
get married too, y'all. Watch House of the Dragon together.
Yeah, get married.
Stay together forever.
Stay together forever. Exactly. But
real quick, hold on.
They won't let me sign off.
Trey, was your relationship closer as a result of watching Game of Thrones?
Absolutely.
That's right. And who told you?
Kendall.
All right. I'm the love doctor. Right. I'll see y'all later.
Hey, Trey, did your hair grow back after watching the original Game of Thrones series?
No, I had to move the.
That's when he lost his shit. What?
That is it. Yeah, absolutely.
That depressing ass.
hey, show had you angry, happy, sad all the time. Yeah.
In one episode,
but mostly angry. Mostly angry though. Yeah.
In one episode though.
Hey, I called Kendall. I said, "Dog, if they kill Jon Snow, bro, you can have it." Never stop watching.
Right, lying like a woman.
Yeah. Hey, dog, I'm telling you, man.
I meant it at the time, though.
The Red Wedding had me sit and just stare at the screen 30 minutes after.
You stare at the screen. That's it,
bro. I just sat there like, what just happened, bro?
Mother.
I really like getting people reaction to that because having read the books, like I knew what was coming. So the shock from everybody was funny to me.
Nah, see, Blaze, you know we live in an era where people binge watch, bro. I watched that in real time, so I had to wait another week for the last episode of the season, bro. Depressing, bro. Like I could not believe. I'm like, okay, so I know the wolf survived. Nah, they just walking around with the wolf head at the end of the class. I'm like, bro, like what is going on here?
hey, bro. I watched it I let my girl watch it, bro. So I remember, Kendall, I was hitting you when we was watching.
Yeah.
And that came on, dog. Her face was like, what the fuck? He was like, nah, like She's like, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like, she said, is this the last show? Like, is this the last season?
Oh, we just got started.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. The girl I dated at the time, I had her watch the episode, and I looked over at her as soon as that last death happened. She was like this, and then she turned and looked at me like this, and it was just tears like all up under here.
Shit, traumatized.
All I said was, "Told you."
Greatest show, man.
Hey, when I was working for the cell phone company, bro, I walked in, and it literally was the last episode when Khaleesi died, bro. Hey, my coworker, bro, as soon as I walked in, bro, she on her tablet, bro, just sitting there, bro. She looked up, bro, she in tears. She was like, this is bullshit. Bro, she didn't care if it was customers in there. She was hot. I looked at her, I said she had to go. She was like, nah, fuck that. She didn't talk to me for like 2 days, bro, just because I agreed with it. You know what I'm saying?
It's too personal, man. It's too personal. And y'all got to, y'all, this is fantasy. Y'all got 4 grown-ass men telling y'all these stories.
Yeah. But that's some fantasy. Yeah. Like I said, the writing is so good on that show. That's some fantasy. I definitely willing to waste my time with it. So
shouts to George R.R. Martin.
Yeah,
he did that.
Mr. Hot D.
Absolutely.
Anyway, back to what I was saying before Ken. I was rudely interrupted. Like I said, like, subscribe, comment, y'all, please. That helps spread the show on the algorithm. Also, like I said, be on the lookout. I'm gonna try to get, because I don't want to make y'all wait for a whole entire week for a Game of Thrones review. Since we do the show on Sunday, it's kind of counterintuitive, but we'll figure something out. Maybe we can do something like Thursday or something, reviewing the show and get that out to y'all. But anyway, man, like I said, comment, subscribe, y'all. Share this show with your closest friends and family if y'all enjoy our content. Also, on the podcast side, if y'all go into the Apple Store, the Google Store, wherever you listen to podcasts, leave us a review, rate it for us, please. That love is greatly appreciated. And on that note, man, we will see y'all next week with another episode of Unlabeled the Podcast. Peace.
House of the Dragon.
Yep.
Yes, sir.